Organized now. Now it's Lauren's problem.
Yeah.
Ooh. You said that on camera. Intro.
Oh, we're already okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the Not So Round Table. We're joined today by a very special guest, D from Node. You guys might recognize his face from a variety of Airsoft things as well as his channel.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
You
familiar
came
with
out
how
here
this-
just for the
how this
show.
works?
Yeah, I have. I remember when you guys first started doing the show way back in the day. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We've done.
You guys are
I-
finally
This is
having me on.
76, I think. This is episode
We had
7.
76 already.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm gonna retire soon.
Took you
My
76
jersey's gonna go up in the
episodes.
rafters.
That means we've been doing this for more than a year.
We've been doing it for more than 2 years.
52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, but we don't put one up every week. Sometimes
Oh.
we miss weeks and stuff like that.
Took you 2 years to get me on the show.
I'm sorry.
Because we've done 2 shot shows with it.
That's right.
Mm.
We have. And it has taken 2 years, and I'm sorry.
It's cool.
But you guys know how it works. In the previous video, you submitted comments or questions. Those go into the helm of reasoning. And in classic fashion, our guest usually starts us off. Would you mind?
Oh yeah.
No pressure. Pick a good question.
I'll pick it.
No pressure. It better not suck.
This one feels good. This one feels good.
Hopefully it's
All right.
SpongeBob Matt.
No, not again.
All right, this one is from Senko Airsoft. So when is the Pimp My Humvee HMMWV?
That's Humvee.
Okay. So when is the Pimp My Humvee episode due? When are you guys doing that?
I don't know. Are we doing a Pimp My Humvee
I
video?
don't know. We
Do
never
you guys
announced-
ever
we
talk
we
about
never
that?
announced
Is this
it, but
just like made up in this guy's head?
No, I mean,
we never talked about it.
we never really talked about
But it's
what
a
we've
pretty
done
good
to the
idea.
Humvee. Although, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
This guy's talking like you guys have talked about it. He's wondering.
We should definitely do one now because nothing works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we've done a lot of upgrades to the Humvee, but we
Yeah.
really have never talked about kind of all of the upgrades in one video.
Well, upgrades is like one thing. These guys wondering when you're gonna pimp it out, like full flat screen TVs, like spinners, and like like mini fridge.
And the, like,
We
the
already blew out
popcorn
one
maker.
battery. I
Like
don't
I
think we
remember
blew out
an
another
episode
battery.
of Pimp My Ride where they put a popcorn maker in the center armrest
I
because the
actually
guy liked
remember
watching
that episode.
movies.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that show used to be really good.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Okay, it was
if ever
entertaining.
very-
It
I don't
wasn't,
know.
it wasn't
Yeah, I
like,
don't know. Really
It
good's the way
wasn't
to
like
put
maybe
it.
the original episodes of like Monster Garage when it first started.
It
but,
wasn't
you know.
as good as Cribs. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cribs
very
was
good.
the best.
So when we do one Senshu Airsoft, we'll credit you with the idea. And we have to remember.
Yeah, you're not gonna remember.
No, we probably won't.
No one's gonna remember that.
We'll put it up on the board though. Maybe we can remember it that way.
Are you channeling Norm Abrams today?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
You're wearing he was known for his plaid flannels.
I don't know. It was in my closet. It was freshly ironed. I figured.
I like it. I like Norm Abrams. So
obviously Matt's making fun of me.
No. It's a compliment. Norm Abrams is.
He's
like,
making fun of me, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
I'm
Don't
not.
worry. I bought my first flannel. I bought my
Right.
first flannel shirt a week ago. It's the first one in my whole life I've ever
Wow.
bought.
And you've been out in LA for how long?
6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, first one.
Why
I mean,
is
I would argue
Miguel
that it's really
just
not
keep
cold
texting
enough.
me?
in
But it's pretty
California.
cold today.
Today. Yes,
Today it's
I'm
really
got a
cold.
sweater.
Sorry, Placid Eagle 1 asks, hey, insert, whom among all the crew at Evike is the most gear whorish and in details?
George.
That's easy.
It's
Gear
George.
horage.
How about out of you, Sam, and Nico, who's like the most gear whorish?
I would say me because I actually buy real gear,
Okay.
actual gear, as opposed to like
Just
Sam
like,
does a Hawaiian shirt business.
And I love the Hawaiian
It's
shirt.
with
great.
his hat.
with like the buoy hat.
Yeah.
And then Nico like does the whole like still wearing the same vest he bought when he first started Airsoft
Yeah,
like
with
10 years ago.
with the neck guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Man, he's been using that for years.
a long time, but
Still holds up.
it still works for him, and he hasn't had to spend more money. But I've gone through so many different pieces of gear trying to find what I like. It took forever, but finally got a setup that I'm really happy with. Dude, I did the whole bungee cord thing. with
It
the
worked,
front
didn't
half.
it?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
great. I use these little clips right here.
Yep.
That I clip in. It's really, really nice.
So now that you're going to Fade a Giant with us,
Yeah, in like a couple
have
days.
have you had to redo some of your gear that you're used to doing CQB with?
Yeah, I added a couple extra pouches for like Thunderbees and like flashes and stuff, and like water pouches. I got the new Haley Strategic like flat pack
Nice.
that just came out. Got that installed on my plate carrier to like do hydration and carry like extra. It's really nice. It's like a backpack that's like that thin.
Cool, man.
Did that. New helmet, new face, everything like that.
Jeez.
I'm excited to see how you did the bungees.
Yeah.
Because we talked about, I'm not really that pleased with how
I
I've
found-
done my bungees. Jumpies.
Didn't
My
I do your
jumpies.
I didn't do my
bungees?
jumpies.
No,
well.
like remember because I've got it looped through so that I can Velcro it to the back of the helmet, and
yeah.
it's going through the plastic. It doesn't because it ends up riding up.
I found what I did is I looped it 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, and because of that, it's like it's a thick enough, wide enough base so that it actually keeps it really straight.
Interesting.
I've got to see this.
Yeah. Also, I have the Valken ear covers, so it actually makes it a little tighter because it has to go around those.
So they're not like.
Yeah, so it's not flopping around. So it's like it's
I think
pretty
that's kind
tight.
of how those were kind of meant to be used anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, underneath a
Yeah.
strap. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Either way, good
Works well.
question.
And
Matt's,
of the-
Matt's probably second most gear whorish.
What?
Out of the Evike crew, yeah, you're probably
Next to
second.
you?
Next to me. I already
Yeah.
took the first
Oh,
for that.
okay. I was
you
gonna
can't
say
win,
like,
but,
wait.
like
Of
I'd
the
say,
Evike crew,
I'd
George
say
is
second.
definitely.
I'd say you'd be second.
whoever has a Louis Vuitton play carrier gets the reward
It's
for
Shades.
that.
It's Shades. Shades is the only one to have worn that. Or Miguel.
Yeah.
Did you wear that? And Miguel.
I wore one of those ones.
Yeah.
And you wore it, so I'm the only one who hasn't.
George
worn
wore it in one of our airsoft videos, and everyone's like, "Whoever has that Louis Vuitton play carrier is so baller. What a gangster." So everyone thinks you're really, really rich.
I should bring the flannels next
Yeah,
time
yeah.
too. You know.
So now everyone thinks George is super rich.
I mean, yeah, they're so hard to find.
There you
That's
go. Two H805 TEUH 2805. Dear Insert, how do you pick which gun you review?
This is how. Check it out.
This is how.
This is the gun we're gonna review. The one on the table. Go ahead and review it, Matt.
Okay, this is the Salient Arms AEG. This is one of the.
Jailbreak rail.
This is the newest iteration of the rail with the shroud that's removable.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, can I show the?
Yeah,
Can I show the?
Yeah,
So you
remove
can
that shroud.
rotate
Come on,
and
you
remove
didn't-
the shroud.
What are you doing?
What did I do?
You broke it.
Nope, I didn't break
You
it.
break it.
This is where we cut to technical difficulty.
So there you go. The shroud is removable, and the rail is in the design fashion as well as the rest of the accessories are, for all intents and purposes, 1-to-1 with the real Salient
Yeah.
Arms AR. So
Color
this
is
is
the only thing that's different.
this is the closest you're going to get to a production version of the Salient. But yeah, pretty much that's how it works. Whichever one's on the table when we get
And
here.
you,
Dear insert, when's it coming out?
yeah. Soon.
Dear Insert. It's
I
not
will
coming
say
out
though,
yet.
if this was real steel and you're firing it, and you're like, "Oh man, I don't need this anymore," you try to take this off, it would be so difficult.
I was
It'd be
worried
so
about that
hot.
when we shot the real one, but it's actually interesting. It doesn't get that
it doesn't
hot.
get that
Really?
hot. Yeah,
And
and if you're
it's-
wearing gloves,
Yeah,
you can actually remove
really it's pretty cool.
not like a suppressor where you could
Yeah. It's a strange
light
comp,
something on
but
fire
it's
with it.
cool.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, yeah, that's how a review is born. It's basically someone comes in here and goes, "Here, review this," or we have usually a video cue that we work off of, and usually new products.
We try to do a mix of new products and products that we've carried for a while that maybe we haven't
We have to re-up.
done a review, or maybe we're redoing
Replace
the
it,
images
yeah.
for. We've changed the description.
Maybe even redoing the video.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much whatever's the new hotness or the old hotness.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
New and old hotness.
Either or.
B, will you delight us with another
okay.
question?
Here we go.
We gotta get you to come on and do like a review of your favorite gun.
Oh, I would love to do that.
That's a good idea. Like
Yeah.
everybody does review their favorite gun.
Wesley Goldschmidt asks, which Indiana Jones movie would you prefer to have an AO based on? Time period accurate to the movie?
Oh,
Think a World War II-ish Milsim event. All 4 movies are options. By the way, you guys are great. Make me laugh every time. Keep it up. Heart.
That's a really good question.
thanks.
I got
Nope.
No,
No,
you actually
no.
specifically
Just the
mentioned
four
the 4
movies.
movies.
just the 4 movies. Man, I gotta say the 2. I wanna say. You're first though, so.
I would say it's kind of boring, but the vault where they keep the ark and everything, like with all the hallways and like the huge boxes, because that would be really cool. All the corridors, but there's a million places that actually look like that. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Just
I
like,
have
huge.
I have to say the tomb, and then we have a
good.
giant rolling ball chasing Matt at the very end.
And then the airfield.
Yeah, the airfield,
That's what you
yeah,
said,
that's-
yeah.
That'd be alright.
What about you, Matt? What,
Well, okay, so originally I was going to say Raiders just because I thought it was a really cool kind of jungle setting. But then I started thinking, like, oh, it would be really cool in Kingdom, in the Crystal Skull, where where they do this huge pan shot over this gigantic hangar where you've got all the things kind of locked away.
Yeah.
And you both said that, so I'm like, okay, well.
You can still go with that.
You can go with that.
It's unfair. 'Cause
What would be
laugh.
kind of cool is also from Crystal Skull, the underground kind of like
Alien waterfall area.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
like half submerged in water.
Yeah, like a aquatic airsoft game would be
Yeah.
kind of interesting. Honestly, what would be kind of cool is to do the big bridge from the Raiders and like having one team on the other side and another team on the other side. So like it just becomes a fight to see who can get across the bridge and just massive cover fire the entire time.
We just have to have like a large net to catch people.
Yeah.
Or just have everybody on D rings, like every 3 feet, like click in and then clip in.
Yeah, there'll be that one guy though.
Woo! Yep.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Honestly, that was
All right,
Right,
so
you
you
guys
answered that
printed
one.
these
You
ones
answered-
out.
All right. Tactical Sniper 308 asks, "Can you guys do more Evike Training Center videos?" Remember the Training Center videos that we had for a
Yes.
while? Good concept. I mean, we might bring those back, but right now, like, it's just kind of in limbo. I wanna
So,
say.
yeah.
But I mean, we do still have all the old training guides that hopefully will help people out, and there's at least now there's a lot more third-party people who are doing it than before. So I mean, but we can maybe start doing that again.
I'm not really familiar with this. You guys did airsoft training videos?
We did training center videos, which was related to like gearbox maintenance or disassembly or cleaning your barrel, like kind of like AEG or airsoft gun basics. And so we
Okay, I
did a
see.
couple, how-to videos with kind of like an overshot camera, kind of showing people how to do things. And George is right. There's a lot of independent guys that do that now, and quite frankly, have the time to do it better than
yeah.
we do. There are some really, really talented guys that do gearbox build videos. I might recommend Valley River Arms.
Oh, wow, look at that plug right there.
Yeah.
Ryan's just gonna be like, why? Why did you do that? Because he's not doing airsoft videos anymore. Anyway,
Is he not doing it?
he doesn't want to do airsoft videos.
He doesn't like airsoft anymore.
He just hates airsoft.
Oh, okay.
No, he just doesn't want to do training.
I
But
was like, okay.
Like, doesn't
but
sound like
interesting.
Ryan.
Interesting that you bring up like the training center. Like I had an idea for doing like some like tactics training videos. If you guys want to comment in the section below, maybe like if you guys would be interested in
Learn
doing
from
that.
Evike Matt. We're gonna have an
I
Evike.com
thought that's
training
what it
day
was.
with
Yeah.
Matt outside
Like maybe
the
some
parking
basic
lot.
training videos, or maybe like a basic training event where we could like isolate everybody into maybe like level of knowledge groups, and then train based on your experience level. Maybe we could do something like that. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know. Maybe we can find some time to do some actual like tactics training videos as well as maybe some gearbox stuff.
That'd be cool, like specifically for airsoft as opposed to real steel training, because there's a lot of videos like that online. But
Well, I mean,
to
some of the
do-
tactics translate, but some of the tactics are very slow and methodical.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Versus
I think
airsoft is all about running and YOLO.
yeah, it's like really speed.
there is
soft,
definitely
intense.
the YOLO coefficient.
Yeah, you sign up for the YOLO class. Like,
Yeah.
can I take a YOLO course?
Everyone gets
That'll
one
be
knee
taught
pad,
by that'll be taught
Yeah.
by
and
Miguel.
paintball slides into every
Everyone gets a
wall.
dye mask, and yeah,
Yeah.
those guys are the worst.
What?
Wow.
That's cool, man. I like
What,
speed
what
stuff.
time are we at right here?
All right, let's go. Let's go with Critical XX Hero asks, Insert, what do you think is 3 essential things to have for a milsim op besides the obvious items and equipment? He didn't name any obvious items or equipment, but let's just assume by obvious he means
Just
mags, mag pouches,
Boots.
water, boots,
Alright.
So 3 essential things to have besides the obvious.
Well, you're prepping for your first major event right now.
Let's each suggest one.
So
Okay, well, what's your first one? What would you say?
Okay. From my experience, something I still have failed to put in my kit every single time, anti-fog spray. I always rely on George to have it, or sometimes Shade.
you can't
will
rely
have
on
it.
me now because mine got seized last time because I put it in my check bag.
Yeah,
and it's too
but,
big.
But especially at the milsim ops that we go to, the humidity tends to be higher, and even when you're dealing with like non-humidity. The minute you enter a building from outside and there's no wind movement, if you're standing still, you're gonna fog. Even the best goggles in the world sometimes fog. And so having an anti-fog and a wipe on your person, so if you have to blind man, you can clear your lenses.
Okay.
That's pretty good. This is hard, man. Obvious, because I don't know. I kind of come pretty prepared. I would say you might find it obvious, but bringing a pair of safety or shooting glasses besides whatever you're using for airsoft, because some people I use goggles. I know you use glasses and Jet use glasses, but you just those so you can wear them and not have to wear your full head everything and like still protect your eyes. Just having them on your person is really key. Also GoPro charger battery pack so you can plug your GoPro in. I don't know if you're recording, if you're not recording, doesn't matter. Charge your phone if it's dying. That's good.
Yeah, they're actually handy.
So
like,
if your
you use them in
phone's
the
dying,
airport.
just go ahead and plug into the battery pack on the back of your head.
Yeah.
And let your iPhone dangle.
Yeah. Those are my items.
I'd say the item that I see a lot of people forget, and you always see somebody asking for it, is an unjamming rod.
Oh, that's true.
And there's this cool one that I have that you can get here. I know it's here because I bought it here. It basically, like, it's almost like a flexible one, so you can kind of bend it in a circle and tape it, and you can throw that in a bag, so you can have it with you at all times. It's very good, very convenient, because there's that one time where you really need an unjamming rod. You don't need to clean your barrel. You just need to unjam a BB really quick. Boom.
Which is a result of you not cleaning your barrel.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you can, instead of, or you're that guy in the parking lot going around to every car going, hey, do you have an unjamming rod? No. It's like you're that dude.
Although,
Like the guy asking for like a Tamiya to Dean's or large male adapter.
Yeah.
There's that guy. Then there's the other guy who's asking for a battery.
Well, that does remind me, the event last year at Broken Home, was it Broken Home? It was, that I was walking around asking for a 9-volt battery for our stoner because we didn't have a battery.
Yep.
So I'm the guy walking around the parking lot asking
That's why we
every
made you do it.
airsofter if they
Because
brought a
we
9
knew,
volt.
no, the reason we had you do it is because we knew if we did it, it's like if Matt's going around, hey, anybody got a 9-volt? You have like 20 people like, take my 9-volt, Matt.
That actually wasn't the case. Like, no one had a 9-volt.
They were
Well,
just
of
like,
course,
I'm not
because they're
giving you my
not very
9-volt.
prevalent.
This
Like,
is-
unless you're using a drum mag, you pretty much have no use for a 9-volt.
Well, I found
airsoft.
one guy that had one, and then like that ended up not working. He was like, "Dude, don't worry," and took it out of his gun. He was like, "Here you go, I'll find one." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
He just fought with a
See,
knife
like
for
I
the rest
said,
of the day.
Yeah.
there's
Just
like those people who will sacrifice their own fun for Matt.
That's terrible. Do you wanna close off
Let me
one
see.
question?
Let
One
me
more
see what
question.
time- Oh no, we got 45 seconds, so we gotta keep this one under 20 minutes.
Let's do it one more.
Can we do one more?
Okay,
go one
fine.
more,
It's like the
please.
kid, like,
Just
Mommy,
one
can
more.
I do this one more?
That's
Yeah,
what
okay,
I'm
go
saying,
ahead.
answering.
Go ahead, Matt. It's your
No, no,
turn.
no.
No, go ahead.
That was my question.
So it's D's question. Turn.
D, close us off.
Here we go. This is gonna be the best.
Finish strong.
SpongeBob Matt.
Gonna be
No,
the best
SpongeBob
question
Matt.
ever.
I felt so bad. Somebody asked me to do it at Airsoft.com. My voice was gone. I was like, "Look, I can't. I can't."
This is from Joey LaRose. He asks, "Can Roger and Ryan take your guys' place for video, please?"
He's
Yes.
not here.
Yes, next week.
Next week,
Next week.
Roger
Next
and
week.
Ryan
Coming at you. Yeah. Coming
Next
at you,
week.
Roger and Ryan.
No, that's a good question. Yeah, no, next week we'll have Ryan and Roger do it.
We're gonna put it on all the social media
Gotta
too, so they
find
can't
Sid.
back out of it.
I'm not gonna tell you what day we're gonna do it. That's the beauty.
Roger's gonna
What do
be.
you look, dude? You've already like I just made a point to you that you should be on camera. Like all great filmmakers are on camera at some point in their lives.
All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us for the Not So Round Table. D, I can't thank you enough for being here with
Dude,
us.
thanks for having me.